Hello, I'm Gary Hayes and I'm a member of the Celebrant directory. I'm going to talk to you just for a minute or two about what actually happens when you meet your funeral celebrant. Well, the first thing is your funeral celebrant will know that this is a very difficult time for you and will put you at ease and will talk to you about what you would like to be included in the funeral ceremony. Assuming that this funeral ceremony will be in a crematorium chapel, your celebrant will ask you what music you would like to go in. That could have already been chosen by your loved one who has sadly passed away, or you might have your own ideas about what music that you would like to go into the chapel and to exit the chapel, and maybe a piece of music for reflection in the middle. Your celebrant will then also talk to you about the other elements of the ceremony, or the service as it's sometimes called. Would you like any particular readings? Would you like anything religious to be said, like the Lord's Prayer or Psalm 23? Maybe you don't want anything religious at all. Because a civil celebrant is not bound by any religious constraints, you're free to have a completely non-religious ceremony, or you can have elements of religion or a full religious ceremony. After talking about what's going to be included in the ceremony itself, your celebrant will want to talk to you about the life of your loved one. That forms the kind of the heart of the ceremony. And it might be that you want to say something, or another member of the family or a family friend might want to come and give their tribute or say their eulogy about your loved one. In that time, your celebrant's going to ask you lots of questions, going to want to know and get a picture of the life of this person whose life is being celebrated in this funeral ceremony. So they're going to ask you about where and when was your loved one born, who were their parents, what jobs did they do, what was their early life like, where did they go to school, and are there any particular stories from their childhood? How did they meet and fall in love with their partner? And then where did they live? And how many children did they have? How many grandchildren? And those funny stories that bring a person alive, those stories about holidays, all the quirky, funny little things that our parents and grandparents do that make us love them all the more. Once we've got that story all together, your celebrant will write it up and make sure that you see it so that you know exactly what's going to be said and to make sure that you're happy with everything. And then your celebrant will meet you at the crematorium. They'll be there about half an hour before you arrive, just to make sure everything's set up and everything's okay. And then from there, the funeral ceremony will take place and your funeral celebrant will guide you all the way through, along with your funeral director. Well, I hope that helps. Thank you for listening to me. Bye.